right, so after a few months of going back and forth with different names, we started off with Butter. Was it Butter?
Yeah, that was one.
We started off with Butter. And I guess like, well, Mark is like obsessed with the Crosby Show, and we're like, feels like, what did you say?
We sat down and we decided, because we needed the name the next day to finish some permits, and we set out all the names on a table, and we're like, all right, we're not leaving this until we have a name. And we had all these other names that actually made more sense with what we're doing, or like there's a direct relation in between the name and the project, and we couldn't decide. We're just like, and then just out of nowhere, I'm like, hey Mark, I bet you'd be stoked to be called the Crosby. And he just got all wide-eyed and just like, oh, let's do it. And then, I don't know, we kind of actually thought about it for a second. Like, that's actually not bad. The Crosby sounds kind of cool. And then we kind of stepped back, and we didn't really want people to have an idea in their heads of like, when they saw the Crosby, that they're gonna come in and see like all these posters of Bill Cosby everywhere and have like, be like a Dr. Huxtable museum or something, you know? And they, so then I said, well, what about the Crosby? Because one of the vibes we're kind of going for is a little bit of a 20s like speakeasy jazz club vibe mixed in. I don't even know if people will get that anymore because we changed it so much, but the Crosby, kind of like Bing Crosby, more related to jazz, whatever. Had a little bit classier tone. We're like, yeah, that's kind of cool. It's a little bit more obscure to like this generation, and people won't have a preconceived like notion of what we are by just the name. So then we just the next day. No, but this is what sealed the deal. Because the next day, you want to tell it?
I don't know. Can I cuss on this video? Anyways, okay, this was sealed the deal. So we were at the assessor's office, and we were handling some radius map stuff at the city. And then I was walking to, I don't know, meet this guy in the office. And like on the way over there, I saw this lady, and she was just like yelling at all these people that weren't there, just calling people out, and like, I don't know, she was just going crazy. And it tripped me out. And then I was like, hey Phil, you gotta check this lady out. She's like tripping out outside. It was all right. Anyways, well, so we were walking like back to the Crosby, and then we saw this lady sitting there. I'm like, oh,
yeah, like
there's that lady.
Homeless lady.
Yeah, she was like totally schizo, and like basically we saw her, and then I was like, oh, that's the lady. And then we were walking, and then she like stops, and she like stares at both me and Phil, and she's like, you guys look like Bing Crosby. You Bing Crosby. Everybody looks like Bing Crosby.
She's like cussing
like,
everyone else. Yeah, look, there's like Bing Crosby lookalikes, and just like
Crosby this, Crosby that, and I'm like.
Yeah, we like looked at each other, we're like, no way.
No, we just stopped and we're like, okay.
There it is. High five.
And that was it. It just sealed the deal. So that's how we came up with the Crosby. It's basically on accident, and a homeless schizophrenic lady in the city of Santa Ana